right, just some things to think about with that analysis paragraph. Remember, your analysis paragraph is basically synthesizing the ideas from your second and third body, or your first and second body paragraphs, the second and third paragraphs of your essay as a whole. These are just things to think about as you put that analysis paragraph together. Make sure you're answering the prompt. So, based on your research, what was life like in the American South during this time period? So, you actually want to make sure you answer the prompt and synthesize your research. So, combine the two areas of life that you researched. Ideally, hopefully, those two areas combine in some way. So, if you're talking about the economy and you have the Depression and the Dust Bowl, you're looking at how those work together. If you're talking about the civil rights movement and desegregation, those ideas work together. So, hopefully, you're able to kind of synthesize those ideas and combine them together to answer the question. Make sure you use your research to support the claim that you make. So, for example, if you say that life was challenging for African Americans during this time period, use your research to explain why. It's not that you need to provide specific evidence within this paragraph, but you should reference the research that you did from your previous body paragraphs. So, again, looking back at argumentation, for every claim that you make, you have to have some evidence and reasoning to support those ideas. So, make sure you think about that. And the challenge in this paragraph is to keep it in third person. So, instead of writing, I believe it was very difficult to be an African American during this time period, you want to write, it was very difficult to be an African American during this time period. You just take out the I believes or the I thinks. There is absolutely no first person in a formal writing like this. You want to keep it third person. Everything that comes from your research has a citation. Anything that doesn't, I assume, is your own thoughts, your own words. So those don't need to have citations, they don't need to have first person. So just be aware of that as you're writing. If you're having trouble doing the citations, you definitely want to let me know and I will help you out with that, because anything that doesn't have a citation, I assume, is coming from your brain. And if it isn't, that's plagiarism, so we want to check that. But in that analysis paragraph, these are some things to think about. If you have specific questions, definitely let me know.